Okay, so as of today, January 5th, 2025, I am on season 5, episode 15 of Grey's Anatomy, and I got a lot of ground to cover. The first thing that I need to cover is the thing that I'm probably most upset about in regards to how season 5 is going so far. How do you give us Callie and Hahn, these two wonderful sapphic women coming into their sexuality and coming into their own, culminated in the "You Are Glasses" speech, and then write Erica Hahn off mid-season? How are you gonna do that? Like, I swear, I was like, oh, you wear glasses. And then the whole thing where Han finds out about Stevens and Denny and the stolen heart and the Elvad wire and all of that. And she's going to go report it to Enos. And then the next episode, she's just gone. But mostly, how do you give us this relationship where, like, it actually does seem like it could have been really healthy and really beautiful? And you are glasses, guys. Like, come on. Like, I was looking at my screen like, Shonda. Shonda. And instead of the glorious sapphic relationship that I was promised, we are getting this old ass man fucking this 24-year-old. Like, I watched this show with my husband, and he likes Mark Sloan, and I like him too when he's not, fucking interns for no reason. And even he had a hard time defending this. He was just like, oh my god, like, she's a baby. That being said, though, they have had some very sweet moments, like when they were doing the do, and she broke his dick. She showed up and like she stroked his hair and all of that, and like that was really sweet. It just kind of seems I wouldn't want Lexi to get relegated to this role of like being like Mark's little wife or whatever. I don't want that for her. Like, it's bad enough that Meredith's got to deal with that shit with Derek. I want to see Lexi spread her wings before she ends up tying herself to this old ass man. Speaking of my sworn enemy, Derek Shepard, he has revealed some of his backstory. Like, his dad died in like a grocery store holdup. Like, his dad owned a grocery store, and he had a watch, and he didn't give the robbers the watch, so they shot him, and that's really sad. I'm sorry, Derek. It does not excuse your actions, and it does not absolve you, but I am sorry for your loss. Meredith and Christina were fighting a lot, and Derek was like he started to seem resentful of Christina's role in Meredith's life, but I think at the end of the whole arc where Meredith and Christina are fighting, Derek seems to understand that these are the Twisted Sisters and he's going to leave them the fuck alone now. So like, all right, fine. And also, Derek was going to propose. Like, he set up a proposal with Mark in their bedroom, like roses everywhere and shit. And then he had to stop the proposal because we're about to roll into what appears to be a private practice crossover. So Meredith, she goes to bed and she wakes up and she finds like a rose petal in their bed. So like that's gonna be a whole fucking bunch of drama. Like whatever. Speaking of drama, though, what the hell is this storyline? So Izzie has spent like the entirety of season 5 hallucinating Denny Duquette. And my first thought is like, girly, you're sick. Like, you're gonna be a patient of the week in like 15 episodes or 5 episodes, depending on how bad, like, your fucking brain aneurysm or, the tumor sitting on your occipital lobe or something is gonna that's gonna be a lot of bullshit that we're gonna have to deal with. But Izzie doesn't like she's not logical about it because she knows that Denny isn't real, even though like she can touch him, she can feel the breath on her, like on her skin, or what his breath on her skin or whatever. But like she doesn't think like, hey, maybe I should get checked out. No, she fucks her ghost. She fucks her ghost a lot. And I really feel for Alex, man, because every time Alex and Izzie get their shit together, because I really do ship these two, I want to see the best for them. Every time these two are starting to get their shit together, are starting to really gel, Denny comes into the picture and ruins everything. And Alex, I think, even like calls attention to it. He says something like, oh, I've been competing with this guy for a while, and now finally I have the upper hand, being that he is alive and Denny is dead. And the way that like he just completely took it all in stride. Like Izzy was like, I fuck this ghost. And he's like, absolutely. Everybody's got a fantasy. Like, Alex, consistently the best man on this show. Like, I know I said some things about this man being the best attending on the show, but Alex stands head and shoulders above the rest of the men on the show. Alex is the best man on the show, and he is my favorite. But speaking of Owen, I'm not sure what he did to warrant that level of response to the post that I made about Owen, but I'm gonna take a guess because like knowing what I know about Shondaland shows, like I have never seen Grey's Anatomy, but I did finish Scandal and I watched some of How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm aware of some of the tropes that Shonda uses. I'm going to take a guess as to why you all hate him so much. So I think the issue that Owen has, it can't just be a he did bad things like issue, because there's, even when characters do bad things, like they're never as universally hated as all that. So this can't just be an issue of the thing that he did. This has to be a writing issue. So my guess is that Owen cheats on Christina in a way that is just a copycat of the way that Derek has his affair with Meredith. So it's like a recycled plot point, and that's why he's hated. Because like that's why he's such a waste of potential, because like he's so different from Derek, but then like he cheats on Christina, or he puts Christina in the position to be a mistress in the same way. So it just goes to show that the writing is uninspired for him, and that's my guess. So the way that I think that this went down is that Owen had a wife, or like he's separated from his wife or whatever. He pulls the icicle out of Christina, they have their kiss or whatever. He goes to Desert Storm. But he's separated from his wife, so it's not technically an affair, even though it absolutely is. He comes back from Desert Storm, takes the job at Seattle Grace, and this is like his after time. So for him, his after time, he's not married, even though like he is married. And then him and Christina, I guess they're gonna get together because they were supposed to go on a date, and then they didn't go on a date because Owen had like an acute PTSD issue. He is currently running away from a blonde woman in the hospital, and Christina's like, she hugged him until like he calmed down, which was admittedly like very sweet. So my theory is that that is his wife, and we're gonna end up seeing like a truly regurgitated plot point, and that's why he's so hated. It's not just that he sucks, it's that the writing for him sucks too. I don't know if I'm right, but that's my guess. I will say for the record that my husband does not like Owen, and like from the get he was like, this dude has bad vibes, but like I do think there are certain moments between him and Christina that are very sweet, and he has had like some good moments like so far. So this affair that I believe that he is having, or that he is creating with Christina, is a really 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 bad thing. Which of course like affairs are bad or whatever, but this is like egregiously bad, in not just that it's a bad thing for him to do, but it's bad writing. And that's why he's hated to the point where like I can't even look up photos of this man without seeing "kill him Shonda" across the internet. Anyway, that is where I'm at. I will report back with more details later.